Exotic insects are invading Florida agriculture and its ecosystem at an alarming rate. Florida, known as the Sunshine State, ranks second in the U.S. for value of vegetable production and is the number one state for orange production. Agricultural exports surpassed $4 billion in 2012. There are concerns with the increasing number of non-native insects that are escaping detection at the different points of entry in Florida. Exotic insects are causing grave economic and ecological impacts through increased costs of surveillance and detection efforts, eradication and control, as well as providing more competition with native species for food and space. In the last 2 decades, the rate of introduction of potential pest insects have accelerated significantly as a result of increasing commercial and recreational travel by air and sea, growing numbers of expanding ports of entry to facilitate larger cargo ships, expanding foreign exportation, and improved access to foreign ecosystems. In addition, because of the large volume of commercial and recreational travel within and across its borders, Florida is especially prone to insect pest introduction. Global trade and commerce from Central America, South America, Mexico, Asia, and many other countries around the world continues to increase. Florida is the major transit point for trade and commerce between the U.S. and these countries. Insects are brought in on cargo, fruits and vegetables, and even hidden on trucks, airplanes, and clothing. Today, 85% of all exotic insects that enter Florida are brought in by travelers' bags. Propagating materials intended for planting is another major means of entry because insects can disguise themselves and with their small size can escape detection. In addition, only 2% of all cargo that comes into the state is inspected. Today, Florida's agriculture industry is crippled by the introduction of exotics. Once the number one state in the country for citrus, the citrus industry is now suffering from the citrus greening disease, vectored by an Asian psyllid and detected around 1998. Laurel wilt, a major disease vectored by an exotic insect, affects the laurel family of trees and is originally found on red bay trees, although recently it has spread into avocado trees, threatening the avocado industry in South Florida. The avocado industry in South Florida comprises of approximately 7,500 acres worth over $65 million. Another grave threat to agriculture in Florida are the exotic fruit flies. Last year, the state experienced a major infestation of the oriental fruit fly in the agriculture-rich area of the Redland. Its detection was considered the largest infestation of the oriental fruit fly in the history of Florida, costing millions of dollars to eradicate. Despite the collaborative efforts between the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, the United States Department of Agriculture, and the Customs and Border Protection Agency, Florida continues to be bombarded with exotic insect invasions. Experts say at least one new insect pest is introduced into Florida every 5 weeks. We play an important role in helping to prevent the spread of exotic insects in our state by double-checking luggage to assure that any pests that may have sneaked in are detected, as well as declaring all items from other countries traveled and reporting any suspected insects.